Hello students of class 9, welcome to our geography period, and we were studying exogenetic processes part 1, and we finished studying about all the three types of weathering, that is the chemical weathering, mechanical weathering and the biological weathering. So moving ahead, let us start with a new topic called as mass movements, which is also called as mass wasting. So let us try and understand. The weathered rock materials start moving along the slopes due to gravity and accumulate near the foothills or the gentler slopes. This process has been happening for years. The weathered particles form a conical heap at the foothills. When weathered particles move down due to gravity alone, the process is called as mass movements. So let us try and understand with the help of some diagram. Okay, so this is a mountain and these are some, there are many rocks here and there on the mountain slopes or on the mountains. So we know that we know that water, wind are the factors that are responsible for the erosion of soil or for the erosion of rocks. So in case of rocks, supposing the water has already eroded some weathered particles. Okay, so the water erodes the rocks, the wind erodes the rocks, fine. So these eroded particles of the rock fall here and there, fine. After some time, suppose if they fall here next to it, this is a whole rock and it has got eroded, fine. Now it has its parts or some particles of the rocks which are eroded have fallen here and there. Now after some time you will see that these particles, okay, these weathered particles start moving here, okay. They keep on moving down the gentler slope of the mountain or of the hill, okay. How does this happen? How? They say that when it happens alone because of the gravity. Whose gravity? Of course the earth's gravitational force, okay. So when the earth's gravitational force pulls these weathered particles, not the rainwater, not the wind also, just the gravity. When the gravity of the earth starts pulling the weathered particles of the rocks, then what happens is after they keep sliding down the gentler slope, okay, whatever the slope, gentle or steep, regardless of the slopes, whatever slope, suppose these weathered particles come here, and then after, when this process is happening continuously, what will happen, these weathered particles will start accumulating here, or sometimes if the slope is very gentle, they will start accumulating here somewhere, okay. When they start accumulating, it will look like a conical heap, okay. It will start getting collected in the form of a cone, fine. So such mass, such what to say, the sloping of this weathered material and forming a cone shaped size, okay. Then it will be called as a mass movement or mass wasting, fine. So if the steep is very gentle, it will happen somewhere on the gentle slope, okay. It will happen somewhere on the slope only. And if the slope is very steep, if it is very steep, if it is this way, fine, then the weathered particles will fall down fast because of the gravity and because of the steep slope, fine. And then immediately they will not form any cone, they will not get collected here, isn't it? They will roll down and then where, at the foothills. So then this is where they will form a heap. So they will form a conical shape of heap over here, and then this process will be called as mass wasting or mass movements, fine. So they say that mass movements occur in two ways. It is rapid on steeper slopes while it is slower on gentle slopes. Now let us try and understand better what rapid mass movements means. Okay, rock falls, landslides, land subsidence occur rapidly. Now what are rock falls? Usually we get to see this scenario in the ghats, right? when the mountains, the rocks on the mountains fall down on the ghats. If we are traveling around the ghats, okay, from the ghats, then what do we see usually some in this monsoon period? That the rocks have got eroded, they have got weathered, and they fall down, and they fall where? On the roads. So rock falls, landslides, land subsidence occur rapidly. Their effects are very destructive. The probability of these events is more in the regions having humid climates and steeper slopes. A thick layer of weathered material forms on the slope. When it rains in such areas, the rainwater penetrates the weathered materials and their weight increases. The weathered materials move very rapidly and come down the slope. Example, the mudslide at Marine village of Pune district. Sometimes the weathered materials do not move downward but sink in situ, means where they are. This is called slumping. See figure 3.10. Such rapid mass movements may also occur because of earthquakes. So they have asked us to take a look at the figure 3.10. So this is figure 3.10. This is an example of slumping. So let us try and understand what happens when there is rapid mass movements. Fine. So they say that rapid mass movements takes place where there in a region where there is lot of humidity, fine, and where there are steeper slopes. So what happens, suppose if this is a steeper slope, and this is in the humid region, humid climate, let's say it is somewhere in the Konkan, in the coastal region, where can you see more humidity? In the coastal regions. So what happens in the coastal regions is the water already has started, the content of water vapor in the air is already very, very high. So this water vapor or the water in the air, what do? They start loosening the rock particles. Fine. They start loosening the soil also, and also some minerals in the rocks. We know that water is an excellent solvent. It is capable of dissolving substances in it. So when the humidity in the air will start, separating the minerals from the rock or the soil, then what will happen? The weathered particles will, which have started collecting, let's say for example, if they have started collecting here all the weathered particles, okay, and have made a conical shape here, this way, fine, then what will happen when it will actually start raining? Then this weathered particle which was formed or which has formed in the form of cone will be, it is too much, this part, here we see that we have just literally drawn it. It may appear very small in size, but actually this is a huge mass, this is a bulky huge mass, okay. So when the rainfall occurs, that time what happens? When there is a huge rainfall, excuse me, that time this heap of weathered particles will then be swept away, completely, and that will cause landslides or mudslides. So imagine such a heap of mud or weathered particles, okay, this is a debris, and this falls on some small village from the mountain. It will completely cover or bury the village. If the village is small in size, this particular debris or the weathered conical size heap that you see has the capacity or the potential to completely bury the village also. If it is sliding, it will slide and it will fall here somewhere, okay. And here if there are villages, there are people living, then it will cover up, means what? It will bury the entire thing, it will fall here, okay. Such a phenomena or an event is called as mudslide or the landslide, fine. And what is land subsidence? Let me explain. Now this is, supposing this is a land, fine. Then what happens, due to some earthquake, the earth receives tremors during the earthquake, right? Then what will happen to this even surface? Here there will be a crack. Okay, so there will be two parts here. Then what will happen eventually, sorry, gradually, this part, supposing, will go under this part of the land. Okay, this part of the land which has got broken here, which has formed faults or cracks over here, will subside, will subside over here. Okay, below this part of the land. Means what has happened, this moves, this also moves, and that is why there were fractures here. There are fractures, and after it got fractures, after it developed faults, this part of the land will subside below this. Means what will happen, there will be destruction here, and what will happen, suppose if there are houses here, then means it will be buried, those many houses will be buried. So these are the terms called as rock falls, landslides, and land subsidence. In the next video, children, I'll explain you this paragraph or this topic better and move towards the next. So see you in the next session. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.